Yo,
That's good.
nothing much. Just doing a little cleaning in my room. What about you?
Same.
Fun ass review earlier.
Yeah. A whack ass review that was fun. A whack ass should have been Usher trash review that was bad.
Shit,
Don't ever get me that album, Reg.
I'm not.
Even if you see it if for a penny, don't tempt yourself because people do that. They walk in a pawn shop and you might see, an album for like a penny and no, I'm good on the Usher albums.
All
If it
right.
ain't
Well, next week.
Confessions I don't have, and I don't have the first album in 8701, but that's about it. I don't want nothing else from Usher.
Well, I know what to get you then. Shit. Okay.
No, I'm just throwing it out there in case you ever see a Usher album that's don't get that one. Get
All
any
right.
other Usher album. I got My Way and I got Here I Stand. You know what I'm saying?
I'm opening the package DJ got for me.
Okay. Are you showing it off now?
Yeah.
I've got a new vinyl video I'm dropping tomorrow, and that's gonna be it until July. I'm not showing anything else because I got some other shit
What time
in
you
the
doing that?
mail, but everything else gonna be what time I'm doing what?
Sure. What time you doing that
The
vinyl video?
video?
Yeah.
The the video's dropping. It's already recorded. The video dropping tomorrow, but everything else I'm gonna show in July. So everything else I got some stuff now, but I'm not showing that until July. But everything else is gonna be July. But the vinyl video is tomorrow, and I got like uh some more vinyl in the mail.
Yeah, I know. I'm going CD shopping tomorrow and shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a me
Yeah.
day and shit.
Me day.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the other days are not for you. The other days are
I
not me
mean,
day.
I'm off tomorrow because it's Good Friday and shit. So yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, that's dope.
God damn, I hate when motherfuckers rap this shit. Ugh.
It did do a funny jump shot. Defying orders, eh? Well, I see you Scotsmen are
Definitely
striking
90s
courage
Quik.
too.
I like both. I think Quick had some bangers in the 2000s. So
He did. He definitely did. But there was probably one album from the 2000s I wasn't too crazy about. But I'm gonna save that.
really, I think he made everything is flawless from him. Maybe it's just me. I don't think he has one bad album.
True.
And so I like certain albums more than others, but I don't think he has a whack album.
Yeah. Finally. All right. Shout out to BJ for this one.
Richard Pryor, okay, that's a comedy album.
Yeah, this is from 1979.
Mm,
And shit like that. Very dope shit.
okay,
Yeah, if you guys seen the Richard Pryor live in concert, most of the material came from this album and stuff. I
right,
was thinking about doing the Pryor discography breakdown at one point,
okay.
but I want to review some more Pryor albums because that might be a next stand up review. We're gonna start in about 10 minutes. Appreciate it, Q. Red Fox is on the way too.
Red Fox,
Next week is gonna be crazy.
Red Fox.
Welcome to the jungle. Take it day by day. Try's favorite group.
Nope.
I love them over Green Day any day.
You crazy. They ain't got enough heat for Green Day. What are you talking about?
Oh, get out of here. Get out of
They ain't
here.
got enough heat. Unreleased,
Get
they got
outta
what, that unreleased shit? Chinese democracy or whatever they call it.
Appetite for Destruction, To Use Your Illusion.
Nah, they ain't
Both
fucking
out.
with Green Day shit. Dookie, American Idiot, 21st Century Breakdown, all classics.
Overrated.
Even the triple album, Uno Dos Tres, that was solid.
Overrated.
I don't think they're making good music now. I don't like their shit now. But after I would say like after 2010, that's when they started to fall off.
Even Ronnie agrees with me.
Ronnie don't know what he's talking about. Mike, what's good, yo?
What up, Mike?
Y'all just saying overrated just to say it. Y'all even listen to Green Day?
I listen to them and shit.
I know you. The Descendants? Oh Lord.
Who's the Descendants?
I have no idea. I fuck with Green Day, man. Hall of Famers. Simply Red is dope. I like Simply Red.
I love Simply Red.
We just talking about rock.
Hmm?
We just talking about rock groups though.
Yeah, because Simply Red, they were more like R&B, pop.
Foo Fighters over Green Day? What you talking about, man?
I can't get mad about that.
Foo Fighters
Even though I'm not a big fan of them.
Foo Fighters got some shit in their discography too. It ain't just Green Day. It ain't just Green Day. I want to say after 2010, like after that Walking Light album for them, they started making crap.
Oh, they're a punk band from the 80s who influenced Green Day and Blink 182.
Never heard of them. Hey Reg, when we doing a discography on review on this album? Huh? When we doing this? This is what I'm here for. This one, I ain't no fuck about Guns N' Roses. I'm here for Justin.
Shit, I'm good on that. Honestly, one of the best discography breakdowns we did was Shaq.
It would be Justin if you stop playing. Justin would top all of them.
Nah. I don't think
Justin
so.
Timberlake discography is better than Shaq's discography.
Well, that's comparing apples to oatmeal and shit. That's not a good comparison.
By far, this is not even like his discography is one of the best for a solo artist.
Well, yeah. Well, can Justin Timberlake make sound effects out of drop of a hat? I don't think so.
Shaq can't do that. What you mean?
Shaq did that in his first album. He made all them sound effects.
He made sound effects for what? For
yeah.
what song? For what song?
Like he was just making them karate sound like all that shit.
What the fuck that mean?
At least Shaq was real about this shit.
He was making karate ad-libbing sounds, so
it's like you're comparing apples to oatmeal and shit.
Oh my god. So you like Shaq's discography more because he's making kung fu ad-libbing sounds on his record?
I don't like Justin's discography. Of course, I want to say any artist I listen to is better than them.
His discography is better than Beyonce's discography, and he only got like what 4 albums.
The I'm not trying to have the Beehive on my ass. Some stuff.
I will shit. I don't care. She overrated. That's an overrated artist, Sam. Beyonce. I'll take Justin discography any day over Beyonce's own.
Honestly, all this talk is making me kind of hungry, low key.
You didn't eat before you came on here?
I did, but I didn't
You
eat
hungry
yet,
again?
so
Oh, you had lunch.
I'm gonna make some dinner after I finish this shit.
Check out the album Milo Goes to College. What the fuck is that? Milo Goes to College. That sounds like a comedy.
Mind you, I had a late breakfast, so
you had a late breakfast. You had lunch. You had lunch by the time we came on. That was lunch
brunch,
for you.
Yeah.
What you had again?
Wendy's.
What you had again? No, I'm saying like what you ordered.
Junior bacon cheeseburger meal.
Do they still have the Baconator or no?
Yeah, but low key, honestly, they I just only get the $4 meals. I mean, the Baconator is good, but I'm not trying to pay no $9.65 for that shit.
Yo, it's been years since I had that. Yo, I want to say like 07 is the last time I had that shit. Baconator.
Back in my day, limited,
when it was like limited release and shit.
Yeah.
And then they would get rid of it.
Honestly, years. I might try that tomorrow, low key. Fuck that.
Milo Goes to College.
Milo,
is it good, Sam? Because you referred me to shit before that, and like, except for Bad Brains, I do like Bad Brains, but was not a fan of that Henry Rollins band shit. Beyonce good. I have Beyonce first album. It's classic. I like Beyonce, but I think she's way overrated though. Be having in here, so I can say that shit. I ain't on Twitter. That's where they at.
Gotta watch Boys in the Hood while we do this shit. Give my brother's ball back.
Sex Pistols? Yeah, I heard of them.
They're coming next month.
Bad Brains I fuck with. I don't care for the Black Flag shit.
Black Flag.
I need shit with a melody, Sam. Like when you listen to Chester Bennington, he could sing. You know what I'm saying? When you listen to Anthony Kiedis, I can't listen to people that are just screaming over a track.
So you don't like Metallica, I guess?
Nope. You already know that. When they just screaming just for no reason, no. I need like harmony and shit. I can't listen.
Well,
to
James
that.
had harmony. James had harmony in the earlier days and shit.
Who?
I admit, the lead singer for Metallica.
Oh, that's his name, James.
James Hetfield.
Oh, I only know Lars. I know Lars, the drummer.
Everyone knows Lars, man. Fuck Lars.
Because he's the one that gave up the most interviews for that group.
He did what?
He gave the most interviews for the group. Like he was like the face
of
the group. Like Tom Lee was the face of Motley Crue because he always was in the news and shit.
Yeah. Honestly, Metallica changed once Cliff Burton died. I'm just gonna be real.
They changed for the worse or what?
Well, And Justice for All and Black Album were good, but they weren't touching the first three. But after the Black Album, they were just trash.
Wow. Yeah, I need people that's actually singing. I can't listen to just a bunch of screaming and shit.
Off to Neverland.
You know.
I love. So you mean to tell me you never liked Enter Sandman and shit?
I know the song because it's been in horror movies and shit, but I'm not a fan of them like that. You know, Steven Tyler. He's a good singer. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not screaming on the track.
Yes, he was.
Steven Tyler? When?
Early the whole Rocks album, this nigga was screaming.
But that's not his thing though. Like Jenny's Got a Gun and Sweet Emotion. He's not screaming on those songs.
So I'm back in the saddle again.
Yeah, but
That was
they did that once in the blue though. That wasn't their thing. It wasn't screaming like that.
the earlier days they were screaming.
That yo, when we recovered all the Aerosmith albums, I don't remember not one time he was screaming all the time on the record.
The whole Rocks and Toys in the Attic, they were screaming as fuck.
I didn't like that album. that one I did not like.
That was the best album though.
That's their best album, really?
Toys in the Attic is either Toys in the Attic or Rocks for me.
I like the one with the what's the one with the cow on the cover. Was that Pig or some shit?
Get a Grip. That was trash.
That I love that album. What? That's one of their best albums. Wow.
That was over. See, okay, Living on the Edge.
They have big hits on that album.
I Hate Amazing, Crying. It was the ballads that was trash.
Freddie Mercury, right? Freddie Mercury never screamed. He didn't do that shit.
Because Freddie was a class act.
That's who I like, the class act people that can sing.
Robert Plant never screamed.
And like anybody could just grab a microphone and start screaming on record. That make your rocks on there?
Hold on. There's an art to screaming on a record. Janis Joplin.
There is?
Janis Joplin was one of them.
Well, yeah, but beside her. But she was a singer. She was a singer that did that. You know what I'm saying? When you listen to Slipknot, do you consider them singers when they screaming on record?
I mean, I haven't really listened to a lot of Slipknot, so I can't really answer that question. To be real with you.
Well, I thought Sam, you listen to Slipknot, right? I know you listen to that shit.
I mean, I have respect for them as a group. I just never listened to them in depth. So
David Bowie never screamed. No, I'm talking about just rock artists, though. You know what I'm saying? Just from like rock bands and shit.
Bowie is a rock artist.
He didn't scream though. Jimi Hendrix didn't do that. He made his messages with his guitar. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why I don't like heavy metal, because like they all scream on that shit.
So you don't like Jane's Addiction?
I like some of these songs. I can't like tolerate all of these stuff. Some of these songs.
Okay. So that like first two albums, like Nothing Shocking. Like Jane.
I only know they hit records. I don't know the albums like that.
Jane says I'm done with Sergio. That's that song?
Nope.
That's my shit though.
I know coming over the mountain, that shit.
Okay, I know. Okay.
Coming over the mountain. That joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mountain Man or some shit it's called. Huh?
The Stealing track.
Yeah, I know that joint. But
you see,
I'm not a diehard Jane's Addiction fan though.
Oh damn, I was thinking about talking about them soon.
See, alternative rock is different because it's rock, but they singing, they have melodies in their shit. It's not like Metallica and all that.
But Jane's Addiction were they were in a mixture of alternative. They were just a weird band because they were
like when you hear Dave Grohl from Foo Fighters, like he's singing, but he like there's some tracks where it sounds like he's screaming, but he's singing, he's carrying the melody when he's screaming. So it's not like just a bunch of noise. Like he's, you know what I'm saying? When you hear shit like These Days and you know what I mean? So All My Life, was it All My Life? That joint. You know what I mean? But I like the singers. I think they're like the underrated, from those rock bands.
I feel you. So Kenny G. Quik's best album is Rhythmalism or Safe and Sound. Speaking of Quik, let's get started.
Definitely agree with you, man. Those are classics.
Yeah. I'm ready whenever you are.
Let's go.
All right, what's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing this lovely Thursday night? We're back at you again. It's your boy Reg in that building. Come on, homeboy, try with me.
What up?
Today we're going to talk about a West Coast legend. We're going to talk about, next to Dr. Dre's probably like my favorite West Coast producer and whatnot. The one, the only DJ Quik. Now, pretty much we've talked about Quik in the past before. We talked about how we got into him, right? So, we could just jump right straight to this shit. DJ Quik, definitely one of the most influential West Coast artists of all time. Fucking using live instrumentation. Brought a lot of cats in the game, like Second to None, AMG. Pretty much rejuvenated the barge for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So much shit I could talk about. But also, with this project right here, we're going to actually talk about this in two parts. So this week, or today, as I should say, we're only going to talk about his solo discography. But next week, we're going to talk about like the affiliate albums, like the shit for Second to None, AMG, Sugar Free, which I really can't wait to listen to that street gospel album because I've never heard that before. So believe it or not,
And I think he made some of his best stuff with Sugar Free.
yeah, definitely.
Like a lot of the tracks on his albums.
Hmm. Also, a little disclaimer though, in case y'all didn't know before, I'm not. If DJ Quik has to have a lot of input on the albums for me to really talk about it, so I'm not going to talk about AMG's second album, like Out of Control and whatnot. So
I have that one because but he
oh,
wasn't on that one. That was the one from 94, 95?
95, because they
Balling
were
Out of
beefing.
Control. Yeah, he
Yeah.
wasn't on that one. Yeah.
But I am also going to mention Second to None's unreleased Death Row album that it was supposed to have came out in '94. I'll send you the whole affiliates list again and shit too, because that way it can be more cohesive and shit. Like what we did with Luther Vandross with the '80s and then the '90s shit and then New Edition. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So let's start this off in 1991's Quik is the Name. This came out on Profile Records. Honestly, this is a very dope album. It's a West Coast classic. I'll definitely like all of his albums are pretty much cult classics to say the least.
Right.
I know a lot of people say this is like probably his magnum opus. I have to respectfully disagree with that because he was still it was a good album, but you could tell some tracks he was still trying to find his sound. Find his sound, excuse me. Like I love tracks like Tonight, Born and Raised in Compton, The Bombard, which definitely has a reggae feel, but he made it work to say the least. Which that's another thing too. A lot of the time when he does the reggae kind of tracks, I'm not really a big fan of, but The Bombard is an exception. Um, Definitely I love the song Scanless with AMG, High C, and Second to None. You know, definitely like it was definitely like an in-house album. And the fact that he produced all of his shit, it was way different from what NWA and Too Short were doing. Cause NWA definitely had a more, especially around '91 when they did Niggas for Life, a more grittier sound and whatnot. Whereas even Too Short, around this time, he did a Short Dogs in the House album, which they had like a more funkier tune to it and shit too. Which Short Dog was also using live instrumentation around that time. I want to say around that album or Shorty the Pimp was when he started using it. I could be wrong. But Quik, he just definitely the way I can describe Quik sound, around this time was California in the summertime. That's the best way. Like, when you go into a house party and shit like that. Like you know that scene in Menace to Society when Kane was with his cousin and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They were going to that party. That's kind of like the setting, like that house party kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? I'll give this album 4 mics, in my personal opinion. Probably my third favorite album from him, to be real with you.
Definitely a dope album. I love the production and the whole party vibe, and Sweet Black Pussy to start off that album. That was one of my favorites. Born and Raised in Compton, Quik's Groove, the first installment of that series. The definitely everything you said, I agree. Like it's definitely a solid album. I mean, if anybody feels like it's a classic, I don't got nothing bad to say because I feel like I said, like I feel like listening to all his albums from Quick is the Name all the way to the midnight hour, whatever.
Yeah.
I think he had like a lot of underrated albums, and then he had his classics, and I think it's definitely a solid album. I'm gonna give it 4.5.
Got you. One more thing before I go to the next one. The collab albums are also going to talk about next week, like the one with Corrupt and shit like that. Monster Bird. We're going to also talk about those next week and shit. Alrighty. Now, and just when he thought it was over, he came out the next year with arguably, in my opinion, his best album. I say that arguably loosely, Way Too Funky. Now, this album to me has some of his best shit, but then he has some of his worst shit too. Well, mediocre shit. And the Me Wanna Rip Your Girl, that's my least favorite song off the whole album. I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah, but other than that, this whole album is a very. This is around the time when he was getting into like a lot of beefs. Well, starting because around this time Tim Dog came out with the penicillin on wax, and then he had the songs "Fuck Compton," DJ Quick Beatdown skit. But his best known beef was when he was beefing with MC8. And you guys should know I did a whole beef episode on that. Long story short, Quick did this whole red tape. He mentioned Eight's name. Eight took it as a diss. He did a whole Death Wish song, which I do want to talk about this Death Wish series at one point because some of the
Yes.
best diss tracks are on that
Especially
one.
that Primo remix was bananas.
Whoa, that the Death Wish 2 Primo. That's why Death Wish 2 is my favorite one. Like Death Wish 3, everyone loves Death Wish 3, but that second one, he was just going that beat, the video. Oh my god. They had fucking DJ Quick's body. Fucking his body on the fucking floor and shit. Oh damn, man. But anyway. But yeah, this is around the time when he even came out with his own diss track, the very underrated, Way Too Funky, where he was throwing shots at Tim Dog and 8. Love that beat. Again, he was using live instrumentation on this album. My favorite DJ Quick song of all time is here, Just Like Compton.
Yes.
Oh my
that was my
god!
introduction to the Quick was with that song.
I don't blame you, man. Shit. I mean,
That was my
what I
introduction.
got from that track was like how, because at that time people were just saying how Compton was like. This nigga Q gave it 6 mics, okay. But how many people would say how Compton was like the devil's land, the crazy shit, and then he was just talking about how he went to other locations, and it was just like they were doing the same shit in Compton that they were doing like in Missouri and stuff like that. And I felt like that song itself never really got its just due, especially when it comes to little gangster rap culture. But hey, then you also have songs like Mo Pussy. I love Mo Pussy. Love that Gap Band sample. Only for the Money was second to none and shit like that. Yeah, man, this whole fucking album is probably his most funkiest album. I'll be real with you.
Yeah,
5 mics. I don't give a flying fuck.
definitely. But again, the production was dope, and just like Compton, I used to always see that video like on Young T Raps, and him with the long hair and with the tour bus, and that was a dope song. Mo Pussy, like you said, the title track, a dope album. I've definitely given it 5 mics. I think it's one of his best albums. Again, like his first two, it could have been 5 mics easily. I think they're flawless albums. So
I agree. All right. So in between Way Too Funky and Safe and Sound was kind of like a weird era from. Okay, so it was also around this time too where Everlast from House of Pain, they kind of threw a shot at DJ Quick on the Shamrocks and Shenanigans, their first album, Shamrocks and Shenanigans, and stuff like that. And Quick got back at them, well, Everlast on the Menace to Society soundtrack. I think the song's like Ain't Fucking With You, some shit like that. Also around this time too, he was having issues with Profile Records. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, because he also discovered the Penthouse Players Click, which I cannot. I can't wait to hear your reaction to that one. I don't think we ever talked
can't
about
fuck
that
with
one.
a nigga. Can't fuck with a nigga.
Thank you. Who said that? Ronnie?
It's no. I have the soundtrack. It's the last song on the
it.
soundtrack. Can't fuck with a nigga.
Appreciate it. I found it kind of weird how 8 and Quick were on that same soundtrack, but that's kind of weird as fuck. Anyway, so around this time, he was working with them. He almost signed to Ruthless Records because a lot of people don't know was that Eazy-E wanted to sign him to Ruthless at one point. And it kind of makes sense because Quick rapping wise, his style, his voice kind of had like an Eazy-E feel, especially in the Quick as a Name era.
Right.
And around this time too, he was started working with Death Row Records, because him and Suge went way back. And the thing about that is that he had to use his real name, David Blake, in order to collect royalties because Profile still had him. Because he did the original Safe and Sound, but he said it was so bad that he smashed the masters and stuff like that too.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so around the time like
he did the album over.
Yeah. So around the time he was doing that, he pretty much was dropping songs like, of course, Dollars and Cents, the diss track to MC8, which I love MC8, man, but that shit killed him. Not like killed him like per se, like a Ja Rule killed him, but it just he just wasn't the same after that. I'm
That
saying, like,
performance, that everybody remember that performance at the Source Awards.
oh my god, yes,
That's like the first time New York ever played anything from Quik. They didn't play shit from him before then. They were like, oh, we're gonna definitely play dollars and cents now.
yeah, man.
You know,
He was definitely producing and mixing shit like the Dog Pound, of course, Pac's All Eyes on Me and whatnot. And so around 95, he got his shit straightened out with Profile Records. By that same time, too, him and AMG had fallen out too. Damn, I love Quik, but Quik had a lot of beefs on him and shit. Damn, okay. So that's when Safe and Sound came out. And at one point, this was actually my favorite Quik album. And it still is probably my second favorite. But for real, I feel like this album is definitely a very dope one. You can really tell, like, it definitely had like a old Death Row feel because Suge Knight executive produced this album and stuff. It had songs like It's Your Fantasy. I love that song. Get At Me, which was like the AMG and Everlast diss track. Of course, Dollars and Cents. That was another album. And then Let You Have It. You know what I'm saying? And in my personal opinion, the best Quik's groove was on this project. The Quik's Groove 3.
Summer Breeze. That's my joint.
Oh man.
Summer Breeze.
Digging You Out, please. Oh, come on.
Digging You Out was fire. Something for the Mood. Quik's Groove. That's one of my favorites. Quik's Groove 3.
Yeah.
I just like the instrumentation on that. And Can I Eat It? He was getting real nasty on that track. And 5 mic classic, definitely.
Yeah, this is a 5 mic classic all the way and shit. Definitely a monumental album.
Definitely.
Yep. Anything else you want to say about that, or?
I love the album cover too. With it, he got his hair in the perm and the red hat and.
Yeah, definitely.
I used to always see this the post in like the record store. I'm like, yo, this is a dope album cover.
Right. And one more thing I forgot to mention about Safe and Sound. Around this time, he was cool with Roger Troutman, the late great Roger Troutman. And Troutman taught him actually how to use a talk box and stuff too. So that's something interesting, you know what I'm saying? So again, around this, and personally, but it was like like you mentioned, how he got played from New York. This is around the time where I felt like he got more love, like over in like once he did the Tony song, Let's Get Down. That's when he got more love and shit. Because
they played that too.
Exactly.
They played that too because he was on the joint he did with Talib. They played that.
Yes. And so around that time too, he was trying to clean up his image because he had gotten into a shootout at a club. I think so because somebody from MC8's entourage or whatever like threw a gang sign at him, and then I think somebody got hurt after that shit too. And then people also accusing him of killing Biggie at one point and shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, supposedly in the movie for City of Lies, they said that him and Foxy Brown saw the shooter, that they were there.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
I don't know how true that is. Supposedly that's what they indicated in the movie, that Quik and Foxy Brown saw the shooter for Biggie.
Yeah, man.
He never said anything. So.
Yeah, man, because because I mentioned that briefly on that beef episode too and shit, but Q, I saw the unsung episode and shit. Also, so he wanted like to clean up his image, because also around that time, like a 90, once Pac died and Suge went to jail, people were just like they didn't want to do the whole gangster rap shit no more. And then Puffy came out with the whole shiny suit shit. The South started taking over, so West Coast hip hop kind of. People didn't really want to like do it. Like a lot of West Coast acts weren't really commercially doing what they were doing and shit. But this one he came out with the Rhythm Alism album, and in my personal opinion, an underrated classic album. This one right here, this is when I really became a Quik fan. Like that song "Hand in Hand." Fucking
the Barge.
The Barge.
He had a lot of the barges on his albums. I noticed that.
For real, because he really brought them.
Did he?
Can you imagine the Barge produced by Quik,
Did he ever sign them?
Nah, I don't think so.
He should have. He should have signed James and L because they sounded great on his over his beats.
Yes. I definitely love L on Hand in Hand and shit.
Yeah, that was a dope record.
Yes, sir. I also had the song Use a Gangster, where he pretty much apologized to MC8. Love
Yeah,
the video for that shit too. Um, Medley for the V, the Pussy Medley featuring Snoop, Nate, High C, Second to None, AMG, and L DeBarge. Oh yeah, that's right. He did. He did get back with AMG around this
yeah.
time too, so that's dope. Bombard 2 was dope too. Like
Hmm.
this was definitely a nice little. It was a party album, definitely.
Yeah.
Um, I don't give a flying fuck. This is a 4.5 album and shit like that. Well,
Is
fuck it. I'll give it a 5 mics because I
is
really did it.
definitely um a more positive party type album, and use a gangster. He's like, he's saying to MC8, clean up your act so that maybe we could do a song together. And we talked about the losing Biggie and Pac on that song, and but the Bomb Bud too. I love that reggae beat for that, the bass line. Medley for V with Snoop Dogg is on that joint, and I used to know her. Definitely Five Mike our classic. I think every track on there was flawless. The production was great. It sounds great in the system too. Like that's what I love about his production. Like he has like that. The production, the beats sound real clear and crisp, and they still bang after all these years. And definitely Five Mike album.
Yeah, definitely a dope album and shit. Like a lot of diehard Quick fans love this album too. Like believe it or
Yeah.
not. Excuse me. Fucking allergies and shit. Ugh. Um, Next album is Balance and Options. This was a very dope album. A
Yeah.
very a lot of Quick fans love this album as well too.
This is dope.
Um, Again, kind of continuing off the party vibe. I love We Came to Play. That is my fucking shit. James motherfucking DeBarge, man.
Uh-huh.
Um, Fucking Mossberg definitely did his thing on Did Y'all Feel That? And well, I love the one with Eric Sermon and Cam. You Ain't Fresh. That's my fucking shit
That was
too.
dope. Yeah.
So yeah, man. A lot of Quick fans even said this is his best album when I looked up. So yeah, that's telling you something. I'm
Definitely a
giving this
solid album.
yeah, definitely a 4.5 out of 5.
I love the song I Don't Want to Party With You, where he's like talking about like, he's not trying to fuck every girl he meets, and you know, even if he says like, he want to fuck them, it's just all in the name of entertainment, and that was dope. Quicker Said Than Done. That was like his tribute to Easy E. That was a dope track. Really hard beat on that. Do I Love Her featuring Sugar Free. Love the beat for that. It was like some pimp shit. The divorce song with James DeBarge. You talked about that. That was like the last song on the album. Love the Spanish
Yes.
guitars on that. The bass
Best song.
line. Yeah. Singing about like a marriage going sour, and James solo on that track was just dope. Like, yo, you still have it.
For real.
Pitch on a Party, one of my favorites on this album. Love the video for that. The joint with Digital Underground, Do What You Want. That has like a P Funk type of feel to it. With rest in peace, Shock G. Classic album. Definitely, I'm gonna give it 5 mics.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Ronnie, I forgot to mention, yeah, he felt like he wasn't giving his all on this album and shit. Because I think
That
a lot of the he said what?
that's what he said.
Yeah, he said he didn't really
Mm.
like a lot of the music trends that was happening at that time and shit.
Right.
Alrighty. Now we're gonna get to O2's Under the Influence. Again, another very dope album. You know what I'm saying? This is probably the only time you would definitely hear Dre and Quick on a song together with the Put It On
That
Me.
was dope. Yeah, that
Yeah, I
was fire.
love that song. That definitely had a 2001
Dre,
feel to it.
Dre produced that one.
Yep. Get the Money with Sugar Free.
Hmm.
Birds and the Bees with High C and AMG. I love that one. I love Murder One Case with Pharoah Monch and shit.
That was fire. I
Um,
like that one.
yeah, this was a fucking dope album, especially around 2002 and shit. So Yeah, very dope. Love it.
The first track, the Proem or something like that it was called.
Hmm.
With Shaheem was on that and Talib and I think Hashi was on that one. That was a dope beat. Shaheem killed that track. I'm like, damn, he could have did a whole album with Shaheem. You
Right.
know, that was fire. The Talib calling himself the Don Cheadle of rap on that on that song.
I'm weak.
Um yeah, Gina Statutory, where he's like talking about the underage chick trying to get with him and all that. That
Yep.
was dope. Quick's Groove 6. I love that instrumental with the saxophone and the beat was fire. Murder One Case with Pharrell Monch. Every track on here I liked. I think it's definitely underrated album, solid. I'm gonna give it 4.5 mics. Definitely
Definitely.
underappreciated album.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some more drinks right
Yeah.
quick.
And he wanted to keep the money to himself. That's why he only had Dre produce like one track room. Keep that production money. Yeah, that's on the Trauma album. The was it Pacific Coast remix? That shit was fire. Luda definitely killed that joint. Yeah, Balance and Options. I like that one too. Yep. Yeah, Rhythmalism definitely was one of his best. I love that album.
All right, I'm back. All right. Now we're gonna get into 2005's Drama. Now this is the one I liked. Oh, you got the album.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Yes, I have the
I
album.
liked, but I didn't really like everything from this one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um,
Some of the collaborations were iffy.
yeah, Wyclef and Quick,
Yeah.
Chingy
I
and
like
Quick.
that one though. I like the Wyclef joint with Quick.
Mm,
The Chingy one I didn't care for.
yeah, man. I love Intro for Roger. That was dope. The one with
That was dope.
Ludacris.
That instrumental.
Yeah, Ludacris. He does well with everybody, so I expected
Yes.
nothing less. With
Yes.
the Jodeci cut was something different. I never really expected Jodeci and
Yes.
Quick.
And it was
But
all four of
Quick,
them because you had Devontae on there too.
yeah, because Quick always had like an R&B sound feel, especially
Right.
beginning with the Safe and Sound album. I would say beginning with that, he had like a lot more
Yeah.
R&B grooves and shit.
Yeah. But he did it well though.
Yeah, very well compared to
Yeah.
others. Cough cough LL at
Hmm.
times, but
Oh Lord.
um, I'm not gonna lie. The get up with the game and AMG, it was okay,
It was all right.
but uh,
This is what I'm talking about. The game. It's like you talk so much crap, but you don't deliver all the time.
yeah, yeah. Because I wasn't too crazy about games first. I thought I was the only one. Okay.
Yeah. Nah.
All right, but this is still a good album, but it's kind of inferior and shit like that compared to
Yeah.
the other ones. I
Yeah.
mean, I would give this a 4 mics. Let's say that.
I like Black Mercedes with Snoop. That was
Ooh,
fire.
forgot about that
The
one.
the, the Ti joint, Indiscretions in the back of a limo. Ti destroyed that track. I want to hear Quick produce for Ti
You
because he
got
never
Pryor.
did nothing. He never did nothing with him before. I'm like, yo, if he did some like a whole album with him, then I think Ti would be back. Like
That's that
that was
Ti
a dope
Pryor.
joint. You know what I mean? Ladies and
Yeah.
Thugs with Wyclef. I like that one. Pacific Coast remix with Ludacris. That was fire. I'm like, yo, how come Quick never did nothing with Ludacris before? Like for any of his albums.
I could have sworn he did a joint for Red
He
Light
did?
District. I got to double check.
Yeah. Cause that when I heard that, I was like, that reminded me of Area Codes with Nate Dogg.
Ooh,
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like,
that's a
yo,
classic.
Quik picked the right one for that track for Pacific Coast. That was a banger. But yeah, like it's not like I don't think it's touching minimalism in the earlier albums, but it's not whack though. So it got some bangers on it. So I'm gonna give it four mics.
Definitely.
And I think he went independent at this time, right? He wasn't on the major label.
Yes,
Yeah,
he did. He
that's
was independent.
that could be why too, because I don't remember when it came out. So it was like they didn't have a lot of promotion for it.
I know there was a video for one of the songs. I gotta look back.
Yeah.
But there was also another thing too was the fact that I forgot to mention one thing because I think they did. Oh yeah, they also had an instrumental album of this too. So
Oh wow.
yeah. All right, so we're gonna jump all the way to Book of David from 2011. Now I remember when this album came out. I remember.
This shit is fire.
Oh, this one, I'm just like Quik.
Yeah.
Goddamn Quik. What the fuck?
And he took like a break, right? Like a couple years off.
Yeah, because he did the collab album with Corrupt, which
Right.
spoiler, I love
Blackout.
that album. Yeah.
I got some
But
issues
this,
with that album though, but
of course you do.
it's not the lyrics, it's mostly the production, but
Okay, I'll give you that. Ronnie said T.I. Pryor. I like how y'all taking my lingo and y'all just running with that shit. Like the authentic shit now. T.I. Pryor. Shit, okay. But yeah, man. Book of David. This is I feel like this is definitely a West Coast masterpiece, man. Like
yes,
Nobody was Sugar Free, dope.
fire. I like the video for that too.
Yeah, Love of My Life. I love that one.
That's dope.
Yeah, man. This is a very solid album. Across the Map, popping. Like I could definitely see us doing a review on this album in the future and shit.
For sure.
Dare I say, probably a 5 mic album. Dare I say?
I think he sounded refreshed. He sounded re-energized. He sounded angry. He sounded happy. Like that first song. Was it Fire and Brimstone or something? He was angry. Who was he talking about on that track? Because you could tell he was calling out like his family members or something on that joint.
Yeah, I think
he sounded angry. Even with Ghetto Rendezvous, like he was like saying stuff about how his family members are ungrateful, and he bought like niggas studio equipment, and if they lost it, or when he bought niggas a house, if they lost it, that's on them. He ain't got nothing to do with that no more. Like he sounded like real angry.
Yeah.
Huh?
He had a lot of issue with his family, from what I read.
Yeah, he called them out without calling names. He called them out on those songs, and that was dope. Like you said, Love of My Life with Gift Reynolds. There's a video for that as well. That was dope. Gift Reynolds. Who does he remind you of? Who does he sound like to you? Does he sound like anybody to you? Because there was like one song he was on that he sounded like AZ. Like his tone sounded like AZ.
He definitely had a New York flow.
Yeah, he had a New York flow. He didn't sound like he was from Cali.
I don't know if I would say AZ though, but that's interesting.
Yeah, that Love of My Life was dope. He's talking about like, not looking for a broad, trying to be his wife. He just wanted like, something without strings attached. Killer dope. I love the horns on that. That was dope. He said something about, I bet Eazy-E is turning over in his grave to know that some of y'all made gangster rap gay. That was interesting. Poppin', I like that track.
Poppin' was dope.
He had some lines on that too. He said, "I'm gonna die like Michael Jackson because I don't go to sleep, and don't compare me to Dre." So I like that joint. Like you said, the Nobody joint with Sugar Free. I think he makes a lot of dope stuff with Sugar Free, and they never did an album together, right?
Well, that Street Gospel.
He did
a lot of shit on that. I'm gonna update the affiliates because I forgot a few albums though, and I'll send it to you and shit.
Time Stand Still with Dwale. I like that song. That sound like a straight R&B song. Like the beat was real slow. While Dwale is highly underrated neo soul artist, he was dope. He had like a different flow on that track also. That I definitely enjoyed this album, like from start to finish. I think it is a 5 mics underrated album that you don't hear nobody talk about when it comes to Quik.
Right.
So I definitely enjoyed this one.
Definitely. All right.
Oh,
Now
he
we're
had
gonna
beef
get
with his sister Jackie. That's what Hector. Hector, what's good, yo? Where you been?
yeah. What's up, Hector? Yeah, I forgot
Yeah,
to mention that. That's who he had beef with because
that's
he
who
was
was. Yeah,
whacking
because
her.
he said something about he called out a female. He said something about a female, but I didn't know what we was talking about.
I know one time he blasted her on either on social media or a magazine
Okay.
and stuff like that. I think because she was trying to extort some money from him. I could be wrong, but if any of my DJ Quick fans know the whole story, post that and shit like that.
Okay.
Q said, "Did you hear Molly Suma accused Gary Coleman? Gary Coleman, Arnold Jackson, sexual harassment?
Isn't Gary Coleman dead?
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
How you suing a dead nigga?
First of all, how you let somebody his size sexually harass you? That's my question.
And how long ago was this?
Exactly. Like, girl, shut up. Okay. Anyway, next album is The Midnight Life. This came out in 2014. Again, nothing short of excellence. He was still independent around this time. Um, Pretty much, you know what I'm saying. He really wanted to go back to his roots with this one. When I looked up, like go back to that '89 before Quick is a name, Quick and shit like that.
Right.
Um, Elder Barges L's Interlude 2. I like that.
That was dope.
Life Jacket with Sugar Free and the very underrated Dom Kennedy.
Yes,
Um,
highly underrated.
I love that Yellow album and shit. I don't give a
Mhm.
fuck what no one says. Peace and Happiness. I still bump that to this day.
Yeah,
Um, Why'd You Have to Lie featuring Joy.
that was dope.
Um, yeah.
That beat almost sound like Organized Noise did that. That sound like an Organized
Mm,
Noise beat, like from like I want to say like during a criminal era.
yeah. Okay. Before I go on, Tim, thank you. Justify My Thug was whack.
Oh my
Um,
god, are you still on that?
that's his worst beat.
That is not
I,
his verse beat,
that
yo.
is his worst beat.
For
That was the first
somebody that rushed to do that beat without no time, I think he gave Jay Z a banger. I think Black
he
Albums to me is a classic.
Quick has had a very spotless discography, but if there was one beat I could just say hell no to, it's Justify My Thug.
He got some right beats on this album. What you mean? He got
I
some joints on here
mean,
that I didn't care for.
okay, I agree on that, but Justify My Thug was still whack. His
Oh my
worst.
god.
And mind you,
Y'all
he
gotta
has
play
been
that shit
very
loud, yo.
consistent. Very consistent.
How do you all play your music? You play your shit in your headphones or on your phone, or you play it on your sound system, it sounds totally different. When you play that shit out loud, that shit sounds totally different.
Nigga, I don't care if I play it from a VTech phone or a Leapfrog product or some shit, nigga. Like, if it's trash, it's trash.
Yo, boogie, man.
But yeah, this is
Jay-Z
a
killed
four
that
mic
track.
album.
He should have worked with Jay-Z more, but I like that song. Um there's some bangers on here. Pet Cemetery, that was dope. I like that. You know, a real jazzy track, nice beat, nice keys on that. You know, he had there's a video for that where he's like rocking like a bright green polo top and Compton hat. He looked like a leprechaun in that video, but
Mm,
he said something about if R&B is dead, then let it rest in peace. But I'm still gonna write some shit to make it stress release. I thought that was interesting. He thought
fire,
R&B was
man.
dead. That was a dope joint. Broken Down with Sugar Free. Love that track with the pianos, nice beat. You know, like you mentioned, the Why'd You Have to Lie with Joy. Very groovy track. I love that. Puffin' the Dragon was dope. Fuck All Night. I like that one as well. Bacon's Groove. That was like an instrumental track. Uh, Quick's uh, Quick's Groove 9. That was dope as well. Another instrumental. The joint it has you know I like most of those tracks, but it was like a couple of tracks I didn't care for. But I'm gonna give it a 4. I think
Okay.
it was still a dope little album. So
Yeah. All right, now that's the last solo album to date. So we're going to end this off right here. This might be probably the best discography breakdown we did was like not hardly a bad albums and shit.
right.
All right, I'm gonna stay on for a couple of minutes because I do gotta handle some shit tonight. Mm. Yeah, man, these affiliate albums on. Let me work on this list for you right now. Shit.
Favorite 50 Cent mixtape.
The Future.
No Mercy, God's Plan, 50 Cent is a Future. The was it the War Angel mixtape? I love that one also.
But I have a strong feeling I'm gonna find some rare albums tomorrow. Shit.
That's good.
Favorite Lil Wayne mixtape. Ooh.
The
To me, the
Carter,
leak.
Carter 3 sessions. And he had like a ton of unreleased joints on there.
I me, bitch. I me.
Will you reveal Criminal? I think we did we do that already? Oh, that's coming up.
I did a solo, but I keep telling
DJ
myself
Cole?
I was gonna do that again.
Okay. Eric was good.
Good.
DJ Tim said you should do a stretch live squad. Nobody show him respect.
Well, I talked about the Thug Life album, and I did show him respect when I did. It was written and stuff like that too. But if you do want to check it, just look on my channel. I did a whole review on the Thug Life album and shit. Very underrated.
Better chemistry with Quik, AMG or Sugar Free?
Sugar free. Now you slamming my door like some kind of gorilla in a football field.
Huh?
Now I'm watching Boys in the Hood, and this nigga's
Oh.
like, you slam my door like some kind of gorilla in a football field. First of all, what the fuck is a gorilla going to slam a car door for? Like, that's one line I just had to look at myself like, nigga, what? What's a gorilla doing in a football field in the first place? Like, well, like whoever wrote that line, I'm just like, okay. Somebody thought they were cute and shit. I'm silly as fuck, yo. Q said I would have liked DJ Quik and Tupac.
Of course you would.
Ronnie said, which DJ Quik song is underrated in your opinion?
He would have bought like 10 million of those of the same copies just to make that album go down.
Jesus Christ.
Oh Lord. Is there anybody that couldn't work with Pac? You would have said any producer, DJ Premier and Tupac or some shit.
That's one collaboration I was kind of interested in hearing, Primo and Pac. That's kind of interesting.
Pac would have killed it for sure.
Because Primo worked with damn near everybody.
Right. And who's to say that he didn't? Maybe it's unreleased and we don't know about it.
You never know. Shit, you never know. I must have rehearsed. Yeah, Eric, I'm not gonna stay on for too long, Eric. That's the thing.
Maybe Pac turned down a beat that he didn't like it. You know, they have Cannabis did that. So,
well, Cannabis is not one for good production. Let's just say that.
How do you turn down a Wyclef fucked up your first album? How you turning down a beat from Primo? I don't understand that.
Like, who does that?
How you doing that? You could have had Primo give you
I don't even think Primo was late with that shit. He was on time.
That's crazy.
It's me and you.
He worked with him already. He's on All Eyes on Me.
Sam, my scanner just what? What's going on the inside? What? I'm lost. You know what killed me about Boys in the Hood looking back? They low-key dissed Eazy-E when that dude in the Eazy-E had a We Want Easy shirt, and then they fucking jumped the fucking shit.
Wow.
'Cause I think in some TV version they kind of block this shirt out and shit like that, which I don't understand why.
Late night was unreleased though. Didn't he do Only God Can Judge Me also? He did Hearts of Men. I thought he did Only God Can Judge Me.
He did Hearts of Men.
Okay.
I don't think he did Only God Can Judge Me. I want to say that was
Late
Daz. I want to say.
Late Night is unreleased. That's unreleased. They only put that shit on fucking one of them shitty albums that after he died. I forgot one of them shitty albums. They put it
I
on.
call those
But
posthumous mixtapes.
he has like more than one version of that song. It's like there's like one version with Quik, and there's like one version with like Second to None. Better Days, that shit.
Trash. I only acknowledge Are You Still Down as a posthumous album.
Better Days, but Better Days actually has the unreleased joints that they ain't touch.
They always did.
A couple of unreleased. Yeah, it has unreleased joints on there.
Okay, I'll be the judge of that.
Why they put it on there and not the other albums? I have no idea. But for some reason they put like a bunch of unreleased joints on that album.
Cause I think at that time I think they had like a new deal or some shit. I don't know.
That's the only reason I kept it, because they had the original joints on there.
Yeah, don't expect a review on that anytime.
Yeah, Machiavelli definitely was great.
Oh, I forgot he did do Danny Boy's album.
Right. That's unreleased?
Yep. It officially came out in 2010, but I think it was supposed to come out like 94, 95. So
wow.
I'll just move that up to like 94, 95 and shit. Jesus Christ. And I think that's okay. I'm about to send it to you right now. The one I really can't wait to talk about, the Penthouse Players clip. That's my shit. Sam said overrated. Yeah, 7 Days Theory. That's definitely my favorite Pac album from Death Row.
Nas Come and Get Me or Jay-Z Come and Get Me. I like the Nas one better.
Yeah, Nas.
Wait, the first part where Jay-Z had like that first beat, he should have kept that beat. He sounded like he was freestyling in that joint, and then it just switched to the second beat.
That's funny as how they both had titles are similar.
Right?
I bet you the Nas one came out first, right? Yeah, because Volume 3 came out late 99.
Yeah, that was like the end of 99 that came out. Right? Only by like a month, because Nostradamus dropped in what, November?
Yeah, because they were both trying to do that whole Christmas.
Right. And then volume 3 was December. But they changed, they switched it because of the leak. Like if it didn't get leaked, it would have came out in April with with I Am.
Right.
Damn, he fucked that shit up, man. That shit would have been a classic double album.
Shit, I'm gonna call it a night right here because hunger is really getting to me.
When is the Billboard Awards?
So when is it?
Yeah, when is it?
I want to say like some either May or June. I don't know.
Mary J. Blige getting Icon Award.
Shit, it's not gonna top the BT Awards tribute.
Who are they doing a tribute for again?
Who? Mary?
No, BT.
I don't know yet. I don't know.
Well, how you know it's gonna top the BT wasn't gonna top it?
No, because remember they did a tribute to Mary J. Blige when I think she won a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Oh yeah, a couple years ago.
That shit was iconic.
That was dope. That was dope.
Ronnie said Wendy Williams is planning a comeback for the Wendy Williams show.
I don't watch it. Who cares?
Shit. Anyway, I'm gonna call it night because I'm really excited to get really hungry. Want to get me something to eat before I do some work. But
Kingdom
this has been
Come.
a fun ass day.
Kingdom Come is better than Blueprint 2. Definitely.
Damn, they're both trash.
That I like
Yeah,
Kingdom
I'm
Come
gonna
better.
go with Kingdom Come because Kingdom Come got that show me what
That
you
was,
got.
yeah,
30 something.
that was
It
better.
got dope. Yeah. But yeah, mind you, those are like the only two Jay-Z albums and Magna Carta that I don't have.
Don't rush to
Yeah.
get them.
I'm not. I'm not. But other than that, this Sunday we're gonna do the top 20. The motherfucking top 20 rap album. We're gonna start off that shit. I just got my albums out the way, so I'm gonna save those for Sunday and stuff like that. All I have to do is find one more vinyl. Um, Monday is gonna be Smith and Wesson's The Shining Monday.
Yes.
Gonna start off the week right
Thank
or
God.
whatnot.
I was worried about
Yeah, 'cause next week, trust me, next week is gonna be some heat.
you.
Next week gonna be some heat because you don't have to worry about my weed being laced and shit. Like,
Oh man. So, is that what happened?
nah, nigga. But
It's
yeah,
okay. You can tell us. I understand.
I don't do that lace shit, nigga. That's that white people shit. But yeah, but yeah. Other than
Happy
that,
happy early birthday, Eric.
oh today, your birthday's on Monday. Okay, let me put that on my phone right now so I can remember that shit. I'll definitely try to send you something next month. I mean, not next month, later on this month and shit. Other than that, dope ass review. We did a dope ass Usher review, dope ass breakdown. Next Thursday is gonna be the affiliates. We're gonna talk about those albums and stuff. And yeah, July 3rd is collection
Oh,
video. So yeah,
yes.
man, really can't wait. I'm gonna show like one more album, and then I'm just gonna save it up to July and shit. That's what I'm gonna
That
do.
videos dropping tomorrow, and that's it. I ain't showing nothing until July.
Yeah,
Everything else is gonna be July 3rd,
right. Because after July, I might do another one, maybe either November or
September.
December. I don't know yet.
Okay.
Yeah, man. But other than that, hope all is well. Try. I will hit you up later,
All right.
and I will see y'all later. Peace.
Peace.